Well, my little cubbies. It's been a hot minute since we've had a team game on the channel. Team games are... This is funny because team games tend to be a lot harder to find good team games to find. Team games like 2v2s are either over in 8 minutes or they take 40 minutes to complete. And they tend to be very, very lame. So sometimes it's very difficult to find good team games. But 2v2, this one was sent on my Discord. So shout outs to who sent that on my Discord. I'll announce that at the end. And here we go. So we've got, let's have a little gander at what we've got going on here. So we've got some very, very good team game players. If you look at the south of the map, in Team Red, purple and red, we have Oreos and Frontline. Oreos is, I don't think Oreos plays 1v1, but he's a very, very good team game player. He's got like 2.3, 2.2. I think it's like 2200 elo, maybe 2100 elo. I don't know. It's somewhere like that. Very, very good team game player. Frontline, also very, very good team game player. He's very good 1v1 and team game. He hasn't been playing. I honestly can't remember the last time I saw Frontline playing 1v1. He's only interested in team games at the moment. So, and that's okay. You know, sometimes you need to take a break from 1v1 and you just want to enjoy playing some team games. That's okay. That's okay. I myself never get bored of 1v1s, but hey, it is what it is. So they're playing Inca and Dutch. An interesting match-up composition. Okay, going up against Wyzora. Not sure who this guy is. Could be a Smurf account. You're just never going to know. I could probably try and find out, but I don't know. And he's going up against Skafasa. Also a very, very good team game player. So this is a well over 2k elo on all sides of the pond here. Going there, these guys are playing a very weird team composition on both sides here. So you've got Russia and Hauser against Dutch and Inca. Very, very strange. But all decent, you know, Russia and Dutch, very good team game civilizations. Hauser and Inca, not top tier team game civs, but still decent team game civilizations regardless. So all of these explorers are coming near the middle. All going to want a piece of this action. The baklava bought from the Ottoman Empire by Charles the 12th, worth 90 food. I tell you what, I've said this before, baklava is so good. It's one of those kind of Mediterranean foods that I really, really enjoy. Don't get me started on who invented baklava, whether it's the Greeks or the Ottomans, whoever. I don't want to start a race war again. Race war! I'll just sound like Eric Cartman. Race war! Race war! I love it when the Greeks and the Turks fight against each other. I'll never forget the fall of Constantinople. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I mean, I you know, I'm not from that area, but, you know. Long live the Romans. So we do have some contesting going on here. Oh, look at this, a marauding hussar. You don't see that very often. He's converted a marauding hussar that only has 10 hand attack, which is not that great. Okay, so let's have a look, see what's going on here. I can see a little yellow dot. It looks like we're going to see a forward rush here, and they're going to pick on the Dutch player. Let's have a quick look at the decks. Scafuffle said rat. I'm not sure why he said that. Pretty standard Hauser deck by the looks of it. Nothing out of the ordinary. Let's have a look at Frontline's deck. Oh, very water-based here. Is he going for a water boom? He is. Look at this. Cheeky. Already got 4 boats out. So, very, very boomy deck here. It does have the pirates, salt ponds. What's that one? Floating islands allows Chintaras to train ships. Well, I don't think I've ever seen that card used in a real game before. Scafuffle. I know that's not anywhere near his real name, but it's just funny to say it like that. This looks like a very standard deck as well for Russia. So standard decks all round. Quick look at Oreos. And yeah, a very standard Dutch deck as well. Couple of Vills coming forward here for Hauser. It does look like that Envoy is going to scout the base. And as a result, cutting some quick walls down. Very, very nice. Linking it up with the bank, using it as an extension of that wall, as a foundation of that wall. Very, very good. And look at this. Another bank goes down, maneuvering around the berries, and then putting a market to connect. He's like playing Lego. He's literally playing Lego, connecting all the dots, connecting all the bricks, brick by brick. And that's a really, really good way of doing it. Using the tree line here, the house, using everything to his advantage. And that's a really, really nice little quick wall going up there. Just in time for the first batch of Strelets to get out here. Inca sending 5 villagers in. Oh, does kill a villager, though. Even with those walls, still manages to kill a villager. Might kill another one. No, going to keep that one alive. But just mass Strelets coming in now very early. 5 vills now sending in 2 war huts. Frontline doesn't have any way of sending units, making units right now. He does have the 5-plumed batch from the town center, the big button from the town center. Strelets backing off now. 2 war huts on the... Wow, is that a villager? What was that villager? I guess that was the villager that potentially built this dock. That's what I'm guessing. So going for a very aggressive... I mean, if you're Russia, right, you always want to be aggressive, right? You always want to be aggressive here. So forcing the walls to go down here. More quick walling coming in. Does have another villager goes down. Does have some skirms, but they're going to get caught by raiders. Plume Spearmen are trying to come around the back. They're also going to get caught, forcing a very early Minutemen. Frontlines Explorer coming in to soak loads of damage. Strelets are trying to maneuver to get to those Plume Spearmen. Even some Berber camels now. So Hauser aged up with the Berbers, which is generally the eco, because you want to get the Berber nomads. He's making some Berber camel riders here as well as raiders. So going full cav Strelet here. Frontline saying stuff coming. There's 10 vills in the town center, and the rest of the spare vills are running away. That looks like a precautionary measure. Finally, Frontline at 7 minutes, starting to make batches of units. 8 pikemen come in, but they're getting squeezed. They need to be on the opposite side. And that was a beautiful delete. That was a beautiful wall delete. And look at this. And he was getting sandwiched in by the Strelets there. And honestly, just those few extra inches, because he would have had to maneuver all the way around the gold mine there. And all of those pikes would have died if he didn't do that. He could have made a gate, but of course that cost 50 wood. Probably that he doesn't have. So just deletes the wall there. Very, very nice play. And look at this. He only keeps a few of the pikes alive, but a few of the pikes being alive is all he needed here just to hold on. But is it still going to be enough? Oh, a beautiful Chimu pop coming in here as well. That's just what the doctor ordered. This game is... can they hold on? Is this game going to be over in the next 30 seconds, or can they hold on? Front line with some incredible kiting here. Has a Chimu snaring all these units. More raiders coming in, though. Only 2 Plume Spearmen, but that might be enough. The Strelets have been wilted down. More skirmishes coming in here as well from the Dutch. Frontline still both moving here. He's on 34 villagers. Russia on 26 villagers, already with New Order regiments. That's a very, very early upgrade Strelet card. It's not just Strelets. No 5 or 4 Cossacks. Honestly, I feel like 5 Cossacks would be way better here. Just get 5 Cossacks and just be raiding around the bases. Oreo's saying OP hold. Indeed, I agree. That was messy. But honestly, this base building, a great little attack there with the Explorer. Gets another bank down. And more quick walls coming up. They're getting tighter and tighter. Okay, great. Again, great walling here. Again, applying banks as another defensive countermeasure to this rush here. Look at the Dutch base building here. This is incredible. Extending those walls, that's absolutely fine if you've got the spare wood there. And he has the wood. He has a market which Dutch is a market is always Dutch's best friend, because obviously they have banks which give you incredible amount of gold. So having a market is just really good for buying resources. Does take a bank down, so that is gonna hurt. But again, uses that market you saw there to buy that extra wood to get another bank down. Again, being used as a kind of anchor to the walling going on here, creating more and more choke points. And look at this, the cap, all the cap can do right now is siege. They can't get in. And we've got double light infantry doing work right now. This is actually incredible base building by Dutch here. I am really, really impressed with this base building. Look, there's only one tiny gap here. You don't really want to be diving into that. Again, the market going back up. Could do a couple more walls if they get a bit of a perimeter. Uses the house here to block the little tiny choke point here. And the market again, frustrating their opponents. Really good macro there. And look, the Raiders have nowhere to go. The Strelets are finding a tiny little crevice to crawl into. And they're like the little Marines crawling into that gap. But they're having to take heavy fire as they do so. More choke points. The Cav finally make their way through, but the tiny little choke, they're running into a wall of Plume Spearmen, and the Strelets are coming from another big way around. Just this base building being incredibly frustrating for the Russia and Hauser player here. Look, an Explorer getting stuck in there, just snaring these units down, slowing the Strelets, forcing a 2v1 here with the Cav. And I tell you what, this is incredible micro, incredible base building by Frontline and Oreos, but is it going to be enough? The scores are so close. Strelets over here, but they need to be, he's having to split his Strelets. That's a win. That's a win. Forcing your opponent to split their army. And look at this. All the Raiders go down. Basically to double light infantry. Incredible stuff. It's like, oh, and Plume Spearman catching more Raiders. Again, it's forcing these crazy choke points where the Cav have to funnel into. And it just allows this sort of thing to happen where you can just catch units out. Beautiful micro by both players over here. 2 Kara come in. I think, has there been something going on the water? More walls, great walls going down once again. Finally, these guys retreating. And Frontline's dock goes down. And all of these boats, who's this? This is the Russia player has shipped his 2 caravels. These guys are going for the offensive now by the looks of it as well. So gonna lose all of his boats. Oreos is trying to send in his 2 caravels to counter these guys. You can see one of the caravels is taking heavy fire. What is happening on water and land right now? 25 vils for Oreos. He is on 4 banks though, so looking really, really healthy right now. The Hauser players on 36 villagers. Double production Raiders. Frontline on 31 now. Lost a lot of boats there. Looks like Dutch is going to come in, try and kill off these caravels. There goes one broadside. The second broadside actually missed the caravel. The boat was standing still. The boat was standing still, and somehow it dodged. Oh my god, boats can be so janky. Guys, when you do a broadside attack, let the boat complete the broadside before you start attacking, re-attacking something else, because boats can be really janky like that. And they're actually pushing into their base, into their forward base. Cossacks coming in now, double back Raiders. Lots of Chimu now. Cossacks got another big batch of Strelets. He's under double blockhouse fire as well. Now it's their turn to run them into choke points. This native TP, the tree line, forcing these crazy choke points. That's not terrible for the double light infantry because they can fire and they have good long range. Russia on 44 Vils. Be careful of Russia. They scale really, really well. Triple raxing Strelets now. Is that going to be the 4 Cossack shipment? Yeah, 4 Cossack shipment on the way. And this double light infantry is working out really, really well. Oreo saying water cleared. Although it looks like there was a dock up here. I don't know whose dock it was. I think it was Blue's. Oh, but the cav! Look at all of that cav! And there's very little anti-cav. Shimu's basically shock infantry. They're cav themselves, basically. But they'll lose to the Berbers. They will get mauled by the Berber camels. Jesus, what a game this has been. Team Blue now pushing them back once again. Team Red on the run. Now some gates gun up. Again, Oreo's base building has been phenomenal. Oreo's base building is the reason they're still in this game. A lot of skirms getting caught here, though. H3 coming in for Russia. More Chimu runners coming in. No more Berber camels, though. Again, running to the safety of the Dutch's base here. And look at these chokes. You can't run into this. It's like watching the film 300. Oh. The Persians diving into that tiny mountainside choke point. Running into the mighty 300. This is exactly the same principle. Running into a choke. I mean, I feel claustrophobic. Just watching this game with the amount of chokes. Like, I can't breathe. Watching this. Okay, who's age 3? So we've got Russia and Oreo's age 3 right now. Oreo's, look at Oreo's score. Wow. Absolutely cleaning right now. I think he's on the 5 banks now. 47 Vils for Russia. It's 2 Falcons on the way. Dutch on 30 Vils with their 5 banks. Hasn't shipped the other banks. Hasn't got the religious freedom yet, so won't be able to get any more banks. Just the 20 extra Vils. Okay, 41 Vils here for Hauser. He's still in age 2. Making more Berber camels. They, of course, cost influence. And Javelin Riders now. Okay. Sees the age 3 and probably knows there's Reuters on the way. Vetstrelets diving in. Most of his shipments in age 2 have expired. So he's going to have to start to think about going to age 3 very shortly. Javelin Riders also really nice versus Chimus. $700 coin coming in. Might try and age up with that. Front line on 41 Vils. That's a lot of Javelin Riders now. And with the Berbers as well for the anti-cab. That's for like the meat shield anti-cab. So having like Berbers with Javelin Riders is really good anti-cab here. Again, pushing into Dutch's base. Have they not learned their lesson, good sir? Have you not learned your lesson, good sir? How many times do you have to be told you can't dive in? Maybe I'm wrong this time around. 10th time's the charm. I don't know. Two Falconets getting stuck, waiting for their moment here. Chimu's diving. Chimu's big button. The choke point working against them. Finally gets stuck in there. Sometimes choke points works against you. 2 Colts coming in and boom. The Falconets don't know their end from their face of their arse. Or the Envoy defense as well. The 5 Envoys coming in. 220 HP. Yes, they can get card upgraded. With 10% range resist, they soak a lot of damage. And soaking damage, they're going in there. The Envoys with the Mike Tyson. Come here, boys. Come on. I'll be having you. I'm an Envoy, but I'll give you some. I'll give you some. Is it going to be enough? Javelin Riders swarming. Berbers swarming. But it looks like they might be able to squeeze on the hold once again. The double light infantry reverting to the double light infantry once again. I can see front line here making a triple. He's got a triple dot back. My goodness, what a hold. My goodness, what a hold. I told you once again. How many times do they not have to do the same thing before they learn their lesson? Diving in to Oreo's base. Dutch's base building is the reason they're still in this game, and they're actually up in score, but only by a smidge. Only by a smidge. My goodness, front line with a triple dock boom right now. He's on 17 boats. Salt ponds is in here. That buffs your villagers and fishing boats. And he has fish market. So these boats are incredible on a 0.93 coin per second, 1.27 food per second. That is incredible. 64 vils. Russia not far behind on 58. Lots of Strelets coming in here. Lots of food, lots of wood. No one on coin. Makes sense. How are they going to deal with this Falconet spam? Does have Strelet combat as well. Oh my goodness. This Oreos, this David Blaine magic of that base building. That base building was some David Blaine-ass magic. Takes down the forward base. They're going to be able to sigh a breath of release there. Finally, they managed to hold off and push back the forward base. Now the map control is 50-50. Jungle Bowman, 99 HP. Ranged career attack. Two Culverins coming in for Russia. Sending in Refrigeration as well. Always a classic team game card. Refrigeration and Royal Mint. Been the meta since 2005 in team game. Front line screeching about the Colves. Telling them basically to get the fuck out of there. Strelets marching forward now. Strelets have got a fresh breath of confidence and confidence they have marching forward there. The Culverins going in for one kill against the Falconers. Could get a double here because they're bunched up next to each other. Reuters are trying to murder them. Strelets in melee. Front line screaming back. Maybe they push too far and Strelets in melee. By the way, that's actually really good. Micro. Strelets do more damage in melee than they do in range. Look at this. Strelets do 9 hand attack at 1.5 fire rate compared to 13 range attack at a 3 rate of fire. So Strelets do way more damage in melee than they do at range attack. Especially against ranged infantry, other ranged infantry. So very effective to have Strelets in melee, believe it or not. Wow, look at this. Good, really good rebuilding of blockhouses, squeezing in their opponents yet again. Maybe finally now they've learned their lesson and thought, do you know what? Forget about this Oreo base building. We don't want to see David Blaine perform any more magic. So what they're doing is they're pushing into frontline instead. There's no more walls here. Although these cancer houses are forming a pretty good down wall right now. Again, good base building here from frontline. Fantastic. Look how much time it's buying them right now. They can't just dive in on their villagers because these cancer houses are blocking them. Oreos on 42 vils. More cannon and Colb come in. Okay, Hauser going up to H4 here. He's on 51 vils, aging up to the Yoruba. That could be scary. Front line on 78. Machu Picchu coming in. That's going to be there for the Wise Women Age up. So one player on either side here are both going to age 4. But front lines, Eco's looking pretty good. 77 Vils. You see that TC next to the shoreline. Are they going to fight it? They don't have many attack boats here, so probably just going to leave it. Okay. Inca Fort's trying to go up. Strulet's trying to siege it. Strulet's not known for their siege. He really desperately wants that fort to go up. We got artillery wars versus artillery war going on here. Oreos with the culverins. Takes down the falconet before he goes, but can't win that. I think they once again forced to back up. Base building from both of these guys has been nothing short of whimsical, magical. This is how you play defensively in 1v1, but particularly in team games, guys. Their walls, look at their walls. They're almost linked. The walls are almost linked from one side or the other, causing the only big space between them to be a choke point of its own through the middle of their bases. Incredible play here by both sides. Front line, sending in heavy fortifications. Might decide not to do that now that they're retreating. I'm not sure. How many Vils is front line on? 84 Vils. 26 of which are boats, and very, very incredible boats as well, with 2 buffs added to them. It does have 3 town centers as well. Crazy. And has 5 recesses. Okay. They look like they found a moment here to just dive in against the falconet. Wow, look at this. Even front line sent the field cannon, big button, which is always really good. But the falconet's going to get caught. Again, Strulet's in melee. Really good micro here by Russia. Just put a few of them in melee. Snare them all down. Oh, yeah. Light cannons getting caught there. Most of the... Okay, no. Oh, nice. And the culverins finished the rest. 4 culverins coming in. Bit of an overkill, but... Voices coming around the back here. Oh, yes. They kill it in 1 hit each. That's really good. Might lose all of those Voiters for it. Probably going to be a worthwhile trade. There's not enough stuff there to punish them. So kills 4 culverin. That's 2,000 resources. More Falcons coming in. 88 villagers here. Front line. That's another eco card coming in. Terrace farming. Russia on 74 Vils. You don't want Russia to get max Vils. They are scary when they get max. Maybe we'll start to see some Opry raiding coming in shortly. Should be trying to send Strelets everywhere around the base. Just send Strelets everywhere. Flood your opponent. Frustrate your opponent. Look at this quadruple production Strelets. 40 production Strelets. He's at max pop, look. But somehow he's the lowest score by quite a mile as well. I mean, he's got refrigeration, Strelet combat. He's got New Order regiments as well. So his Strelets are really, really strong. And he's got good eco. So I don't really know why he's down in the score so much. Maybe because he keeps losing his units. Oreos. Almost max Vils here. Does have... Wow, has 8 banks now. 8 banks for Oreo. But look at frontline score. 68 Vils for Hauser. Hauser's probably the lowest eco right now. Even though he's doing pretty well for score. Sent in Durba Parade. Could do with these Yoruba. How cool will it be if we got to see Gatling camels? Gatling camels would actually be quite good here, other than if they could avoid the Reuters somehow. Damn, what a 2v2 this has been. Oh, we got some big boy macemen. We got some elite macemen. Watch these guys go. Oh, don't run into them. Oh, boom. fun to see some macemen with their grunts, their manly grunts. Sounds like me when I'm in bed with Revnak's mum. That's Revnak's mum making that sound, not me. Oh, we might actually get to see Gatling Camels. No way. Please. Oh, how much does that cost? It's like 2,000 influence. Yeah, it is 2,000 influence. That's crazy. Please tell me we get to see them. Front line, sending in high ground. Front line on 103 Vils right now. Look at the score. He is killing it right now. Yeah, I don't think the Gatling Camels are going to be very good here, though. Like, the thing about Gatling Camels is they die to anti-cav, so Reuters, and they die to Culverins because they're tagged as, like, heavy cav, and they're tagged as artillery. So, yeah, they just kind of suck. Having two massive counter units against you. Front line on 108 Vils, and he's not stopping either. Oh, Slet's coming in for the side flank, taking one of the Reuters. Nice. Look at the score, and Team Red, Oreos in front line, slowly but surely pushing further away in the lead, and I think they're going to be able to hold this as well. The Gatling Camels are coming in. They need to try and target the Jungle Bowmen. They're not going to do much damage to Reuters. They need to. They could murder these Jungle Bowmen if they just fought the right angle. Come on, Gatlings. Oh, Mason's coming in as well. My goodness. Front line on 115 Vils. No fucks given. Russia on 86. He's all the over this. He's always been the only one on this huge left side of the map. Had all of the natural resources to himself. Has not been raided at all. There's barely been any raiding going on this game. Colrin's firing from over the pond. Could start to see some boats coming on here. How's the score still good? Honestly, I think Russia's... I don't know why Russia's score is so low, honestly. I feel like they're doing well. They're just losing loads of units. But they can replenish those units really, really well. Oh, we got lots of griots doing some healing here. Make sure you heal those Gatling Camels. Refrigeration coming in for Dutch. Triple stable Reuters, Raider, sorry. 82 Vils for Hauser. He just got a lot. It feels like he just got a lot of Vils out of nowhere. Front line, 115. Look at he's just going to be impossible to kill right now. There's still so much resources on the water. Obviously, team game maps have a lot more resources on the land and the water. Okay, Strelet's side flanking here. But they need Culverins to deal with all of this. But they're competing against even more Culverins. Gatling Camels diving in. Like I said before, they die to anti-cav and to Culverins. They are a very glass cannon unit. They do a lot of damage. Griot's doing work here, but I think this is too much stuff from Oreos and front line. These Jungle Bowmen, so much damage output here. And Russia calls GG. I mean, we got to see Gatling Camels. What more can you ask for? But my goodness me, what a hold. What a hold from Oreos and Frontline. MVP of this game was hands down Oreos base building. The power of base building, guys. This is what base building at the highest level looks like. Base building and walls can act as your anti-cav, guys. Seriously. It is that good with good base building. And it's 2v1 right now. I'm sure, hopefully, that he just allow the game to go on. We'll probably fast forward at this point, unless you're doing one big attempt to throw his units. Sometimes, you know, you've built up your game for 34 minutes. You just want to throw away loads of units that you've built up just for a little bit of fun, for one big fight at the end. But no, he just decides to call it. He's on a salt mine here as well. Fantastic. fantastic 2v2. And shout out, funnily enough, it was Oreos that sent this game over. He said it was an insane 2v2. An insane 2v2. It was Oreos. Absolutely insane base building. Crazy quick walls, bank building. I've always said Dutch. Being good with Dutch is being good at base building. If you played Roller Coaster Tycoon back in the day, you should be playing Dutch because you know how to build a base. And that was some 2.2k elo base building Roller Coaster Tycoon play right there. His Roller Coaster Tycoon elo must be insane. Sim City, whatever it is you played back in the day. Frontline, just kind of getting back on the water. The biggest mistake these guys made was not, they cleared the water, but they didn't hold the water. So because they couldn't keep hold of the water, Frontline was allowed to boom on the water there. So that's what kind of lost him the game. But also Oreo's base building was just phenomenal. 813 Strelets, pretty incredible. Military unit population. Yeah, Russia was doing really well. If we look at village account, cool. Yeah, I mean Russia did well, Hausa did well, Oreos did well. All things considered, Frontline lost a lot of ills here, and that was from the boats, I think. So he went from 41 down to 13. It was that point of the game which was looking really strong for Team Blue, but yeah, absolutely phenomenal stuff there. Awards. I know you guys like to look at some of this. Resources, economy, military. Wow, look at Oreo's KD ratio. As it's saying, he made 276 units and killed almost double. That's incredible. Lost 215 units, but killed 486. So he actually got more than, his KD was better than 2. And again, that's thanks to the base building and the wall building so early on. We take a look at Russia. They lost 836 and killed 432, so a 0.5 KD, but that's to be expected with Russia. And then Frontline, also a positive KD, whilst both Hausa and Russia had negative KDs. And again, thanks to the base building. Incredible 2v2 there. Really, really fun. Shout out to Oreos for sending that over. And yeah, guys, that is the power of base building. Hope you guys enjoyed this incredible team game, and I'll catch you in the next game. Peace.